What is a home inspection? A home inspection, or maybe we should call it a property inspection or a real property inspection, is not something that you would do with land. It's something that has a structure, right? Some sort of building or multiple buildings, whatever the case may be, that you would do as part of the buying process. So this would be the buyer would hire a home inspector, and don't let real estate agents or brokers bully you into only using theirs, or let new builders say you don't need to have one. That is also bullying and intimidation. You have the ability to and hire whoever you want as the buyer. This is part of a contingency, as part of a sales contract, because you're not allowed to really do this beforehand, before you put in an offer, right? It's only after you put in an offer and after there's a contract, a sales contract, then you can do an inspection where you're going through and trying to find different things within the structures that are attached to the land and see what needs to be repaired. We'll talk about it repaired later. So these would be material things, and you have the home inspector go through and go trying to find things that really matter, that really need to be changed. Now, once you get that back, you have to pay for that, of course. You get a report from the home inspector, and then you would go back, if there are any issues, to the seller and then say, hey, within the due diligence periods, of course, I want this repaired, or you will give me a discount, or possibly some mix in between the two. You know, seeing several different things that they could look out for. Is there a gap in a garage door? Are the faucets loose? Does the toilet actually flush, or does it overflow? Is there actually power going to these places? How long does it take the tub to fill or to drain? All kinds of things to look at, including, really things that have big impact, like plumbing, electrical. Is everything hooked up? Are there cracks in the foundation? This would apply to new construction just as well as a pre-existing building or buildings. Just because it's new does not mean everything is perfect. They use subcontractors, whatever the case may be. You want to know the condition no matter what. Hopefully they don't find a whole lot, but you need to know either way. Now, the seller is supposed to make a disclosure about known issues with the property beforehand. They may not be aware, or they may be trying to hide things on purpose. Either way, the home inspection for you, the buyer, is the thing that will protect you, right? That's why you are paying for it, and you get to decide who that is. Again, do not be intimidated by real estate agents, brokers, or home builders. It is your choice, your choice. Not only who does it, but to have it done. You could, of course, waive this if you so choose. Like if a property is listed as is, they are definitely saying that they will not do a repair. That is what they're trying to say, right? You should ask for a discount. If it is as is, they should have discounted it when they put out their asking price, but you can still continue, especially after you come back from a home inspection, still do the home inspection, even if it's as is, so that you know what's happening. So you can use that as data, as leverage in your negotiation to potentially get a lower price, even if it's listed as is. That just means they're not going to make the repair. Pay for the repair and get it done. Right? So, it is your choice as the buyer, especially since you're paying for it one way or another. You might be paying for it during the time that it's happening, or later. That's between you and the home inspector, right? Do not be intimidated. Do not be bullied. The broker, the real estate broker in charge, and the agents You're the client. They work for you. They should be looking out for your best interest, not theirs. Do not let the real estate agent personal experience bully the home inspector into not saying everything that is going on. This is why we talked about like the real estate commissions and boards and all the rest of that. Are they actually protecting the consumer? People lie. They shade. They intimidate. Brokers, agents, all the rest of that. Right? So watch out for them. Right? The best you can do is maybe report them. Do you even know that you can report them? Who do you report them to? That's after the fact. It's after it's already happened. Right? So hire your own. Get your own home inspector. Do the inspection. Unless it's land. Unless you really don't care, but do not be intimidated or bullied by anyone. There you have it.